Morning everyone. Right, here we go, Funday Friday. Funday Friday, but actually with a very important message. The one thing I want to talk about today is balance, and I thought following on from ankles, knees and acute injuries and sprained ankles, one of the biggest sort of things that you can do to help it is balance. Now, balance isn't just for runners and for athletes, it's actually a fundamental life skill. If we could get everybody practicing balance, it's quite likely we could reduce the number of falls that we have in elderly patients, because the better they are at balancing, the less likely they are to fall. If we could prevent the number of falls that people have and prevent the number of fractured femurs, then admissions to hospital would be less. So I think this is a really, really important message for everybody, not just for runners and athletes. Obviously for runners, balance and standing on one leg is one of your fundamental skills. If you can't do that, then your equilibrium is going to shift and all the wrong muscles are going to start overworking. So it's actually just a really, really important life skill altogether. And anybody can do it. You start simply and you progress. You can do it at home, you can do it when you're out, you can do it when you're having fun. I do it with Nelly lots when we're out sort of running and exercising. So it's very easy to bring in. If you're washing up, making a cup of tea, brushing your teeth, just stand on one leg. If standing on one leg at the moment is too hard, stand on one leg and hold on. But I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about a study that was done on masters athletes. So obviously, as you know, masters athletes are older athletes, up to whatever age they can carry on competing at. And they did a big study on balance, and these athletes were training, they were fit, they were doing 100 metres, shot put, whatever athletics event there is, endurance. However, they weren't necessarily doing balance as part of their training, and even though they were very fit, very athletic, very healthy, if they hadn't been doing any balance training, they still were not able to balance. So balance is one of the few things that if you don't do it, you don't get it. So actually, in order to improve your balance, you've got to balance, okay? There's no point being the fittest athlete in the world if you can't stand on one leg, because if you don't do it, you won't have it, okay? That's just quite an important message. So it's a really nice little warm-up tool. You can do it at the start of the training session, you can just do it to refocus you, you can just do it just to sort of set your body. If you're a bit tense, you just think, right, okay, let's just do a little bit of balance and a little bit of deep breathing. You can bring it into a bit of a yoga pose. You can bring it in any form you like, really. So I thought I'd just go through a few sort of little examples. So if we just have a little look, so I'm just going to show you. So I'm standing with my, it's cold, with my back against the wall here, right? Okay, now I know that one of my legs is easier to balance than the other. Now this is quite a nice way of just showing you what your body is doing, okay? So I can stand here and I know I can fix my centre of gravity and I can pick up my right knee. Fantastic, okay? And I can hold it there, no problem. And yeah, my left side's working, but it's not overworking, all good, okay? Right, I've never been as good at standing on my right leg. And so if I'm leaning against the wall, I can actually feel how my weight's having to shift. I'm really, really overworking that right foot. Just to try and hold me still, I can feel my right foot, my knee, everything is just working, because that glute, it's not doing a great fat lot in that position. So, I'm not very good at balancing on my right leg. So that's a really, really nice way of actually showing you how hard it is. Because if you stand away from the wall, actually I can do it, because I correct and I use use different muscles. When I'm actually against the wall, it's much, much harder for me to correct that. Okay, does that make sense? So how do we start our balance exercises? Okay, right, we start, stand on one leg. It's dead easy, isn't it, really? Okay, how do we make that a bit harder? Okay, well, we can start putting our arms above our head. Okay, just taking that centre of gravity a little bit higher. We can make it into a bit of a yoga pose. Just bring your knee up, your foot up, okay? And then if you're really good, you can shut your eyes. Have you noticed I'm doing this on my good leg? Okay, come back down again. So, you know, I'm not a super athlete, I'm not a superhuman. So let's go on to my other leg, and you'll be able to see that my weight doesn't stay in quite the same place on that leg. It's just not as good. And I do a lot of this, you know, but I still, you know, I'm still not perfect. I can balance and I can shut my eyes. So, you know, but I know that certain areas of my right leg are overworking, but it's much, much better than it used to be. So how do we make that a little bit harder? Okay, so can we bring that down a wee bit? Bring that forward a little bit. There we go. Right. I'm going to take it back a bit so we've got more room. Okay, so I could bring out my bossy ball here, you know, but not everybody's got a bossy ball. So I thought we'd start a little bit with the star matrix. Okay, so if I start here, I can stand on my tape, can't I? Let's move that round a wee bit. So this is a nice little tool just to see what your balance and movement's like. So you can just start going round. So you can do the easy bits. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then you can do, here we go, the diagonal bits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then you can start going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you know you're starting to challenge it. You can make it a bit harder. Right, here we go. Still did it on my good leg. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going round all the parts of the star. So if I did my bad leg, which is actually my good leg, so 1. Whoa, here we go. And you can see how, you know, it's quite challenging, okay? You can have a bit of fun, get the kids involved, get a ball, you know, right? Get a tennis ball. Move that up again, right? So, see my ball skills. You can stand on one leg, throw a ball against the wall, throw it, catch it, okay? Take it around, yeah, like we did in the other ones, you know? You do it with the weight if you want to make it a bit harder, but you can just have a little bit of fun. Throw it to your partner. I haven't got one in here at the moment, but loads and loads of ways to challenge that balance. So if you've had a sprained ankle, it's key, but just remember it's actually one of the life's fundamental skills. So get going with your balancing. I might put a video of me trying that on the trampoline in a minute.